Can you imagine the amount of dread our fathers felt when signing the Declaration of Independence, a document they knew could be their death sentence? Or the jubilation the framers felt after completing the miracle that is the United States Constitution. America as we know it would not be here but for God's work through those men and many more. And there's nothing that aggravates me more than when their sacrifices are disrespected. Because we are Christian Americans, we have a duty to know our history and our rights so that we can be informed patriots and good stewards of the blessings that God has given us. America has a rich Christian heritage which should not be forgotten. In the words of the great orator Daniel Webster, history is God's providence in human affairs. God commanded the Israelites to remember their history multiple times. He said through Moses to the Israelites, "Only take care and keep your soul diligently, lest you forget the things that your eyes have seen, unless they depart from your heart all the days of your life. Make them known to your children and your children's children." God commanded this so that when the Israelites remembered their history, they would learn from their mistakes, and most importantly, have a renewed reverence for God and worship Him. Likewise, it is imperative that we remember our history and teach it to the next generations so that we can continue to be one nation under God. The founders asserted in the Declaration of Independence that all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. As Americans, we are blessed with many rights that people around the world can only dream of possessing. If we are to keep these rights, we cannot be ignorant. Thomas Jefferson once said, "If a nation expects to be ignorant and free, it expects what never was and never will be." Not only to know our rights, but we are to exercise them by voting and praying for godly leaders. Paul wrote in 1 Timothy 2, 1-2, "First of all, then, I urge that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgivings be made for all people, for kings and all who are in high position, that we may lead a peaceful and quiet life, godly and dignified in every way." Now, in order for us to effectively use our rights, we need to be aware of the state of our communities and our nation. Before elections, educate yourself on the beliefs and actions of all the candidates so that you will be able to vote more wisely. Know when people's rights are being breached and stand up for them. Support those who fight for the rights of others, and most importantly, fulfill the Great Commission of our Lord. Proclaim the gospel whenever, wherever you are given the opportunity. Be involved with the brethren in your country and abroad to further God's kingdom. Alexis de Tocqueville, a French diplomat and historian, once said, "Liberty is impossible without morality, and morality is impossible without faith." We need to pray for revival in America, lest we lose our freedom. President Calvin Coolidge said, "The meaning of America is not to be found in a life without toil." Freedom is not only bought at a great price, it is maintained by unremitting effort. We are called to be good stewards of what God has given us. To be good stewards of our nation, we must know our history, our rights, and the state of our country. At the same time, however, we cannot lose sight of the perfect kingdom that is to come. We look forward to Christ's perfect reign while striving to please Him. And in America, God has given us amazing resources to spread the gospel to those in and out of our nation. What will Jesus say to us? on the great day if we fail to use them? And how will God judge this nation if she turns her back on him? Many are familiar with the first verse of the Star-Spangled Banner, but do you know the fourth? It goes like this: "Oh, thus be it ever, when freemen shall stand between their loved homes and the war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace. May the heaven-rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. And then conquer we must, when our cause it is just. And this be our motto: in God is our trust. And the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave."